In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on March 8, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Atlanta Hawks versus Washington Wizards. Atlanta will try to snap a 2-game losing streak when it travels to the nation's capital for the first of 2 meetings with the Wizards. The Hawks have lost 3 of their last 4 games and have fallen below the .500 mark for the first time in 3 weeks. Washington is coming off a buzzer-beating win at Detroit on Tuesday, pulling closer to Atlanta in the Eastern Conference standings. Looking at the betting trends, the Hawks are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 road games and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games playing on 1 day's rest. The Wizards are 42-19-2 against the spread in their last 63 games playing on 0 days rest, and 10-4 against the spread in their last 14 games against a team with a losing record. Head-to-head, the over is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings overall. The Hawks are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Washington, and the Hawks are 2-5 against the spread in the last 7 meetings overall. The Hawks don't have a single player listed on the injury report, while the Wizards will again be missing Monty Morris for this one. The Hawks have struggled to build momentum despite having a healthy roster, and they will be kicking themselves after dropping a winnable game against the Heat on Monday. The Wizards come into this meeting as the team in better form, but they were far from convincing in their 2-point win over the slumping Pistons last night. The Atlanta Hawks are playing improved ball lately, and they're the better team on paper, but this line makes no sense. The Hawks aren't consistent enough to trust in the favorite role, especially in the big favorite role. The Hawks are 7-13 against the spread when favorites of 5 or more points. The Washington Wizards lose at home by an average of 1 point. The Wizards are 42-19-1 against the spread in their last 63 games playing on 0 days rest, and I believe that they represent decent value as home underdogs in this one. Give me the boatload of points with the Wizards. So the Washington Wizards to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Aside from the intrigue created by the playoff implications on Wednesday night, there is some added excitement based on the way these teams play. Atlanta loves to get out in transition and push the pace, ranked 9th in the NBA in tempo. The Hawks feature one of the top scorers in the league in Young, while Washington counters with a trio of bucket getters. The Wizards have gone over in 4 of their last 5 games, and Atlanta has gone over in 4 of its last 6 games. These teams have cashed the over in 4 of their last 5 head-to-head meetings. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Portland Trail Blazers versus Boston Celtics. On Wednesday night, the Portland Trail Blazers head to TD Garden for a road tilt against the Boston Celtics. The Blazers defeated the Detroit Pistons 110-104. The Celtics were outlasted by the Cleveland Cavaliers 118-114. The Trail Blazers are 4-12 against the spread in their last 16 road games and 5-16-1 against the spread in their last 22 games playing on 1 day's rest. The Celtics are 16-5 against the spread in their last 21 Wednesday games and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The under is 4-1 in Trail Blazers' last 5 overall. The over is 8-3 in Celtics' last 11 overall. The Trail Blazers are 3-0-1 against the spread in the last 4 meetings in Boston. The Trail Blazers are still missing Anthony Simons, and they have Jusuf Nurkic listed as questionable, while the Celtics are keeping an eye on Peyton Pritchard, who is questionable with ankle soreness. The Portland Trail Blazers are a mess, and the Celtics have been one of the most consistent teams in the league. However, the Celtics have been a bit shaky these last couple of weeks, and this is a big line. The Celtics are losing their last 5 games by an average of 5 points, and they're 5-7 against the spread as double-digit favorites. The Trail Blazers are better than what they've shown to be fair, and Lillard can keep them in it. So the Portland Trail Blazers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Jason Tatum did not play in Boston's 118-114 loss in overtime, and it showed as the Celtics Celtics blew a double-digit lead down the stretch. They have not been playing their best basketball, coasting through the season after they built a massive lead in the opening months. They will get some more shots to drop with Tatum back in the lineup, and the Blazers are on fire offensively with Damian Lillard dropping close to a triple-double every night. The last 6 times these teams met, the over hit. Both teams play at a slower pace, but both teams are also top 10 in offensive rating. In Portland's case, they're also bottom 5 in defensive rating. Boston's offense should feast from 3 as they're 7th in three-point percentage, and Portland's defense is 24th in three-point percentage against. 47.5% of the Celtics' shot attempts are threes, the 3rd highest rate in the NBA. If Boston gets open looks as usual and knocks them down, it'll be on Portland's offense to keep up, which they're capable of doing on any given night, especially with Damian Lillard running the show. Marcus Smart is a great defender, but Lillard has proven plenty of times that great offense beats great defense. The total number has gone over in 4 of 6 between these two clubs at TD Garden. Further, the total has gone over in 8 of 11 for the Celtics. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Cleveland Cavaliers versus Miami Heat. The Miami Heat will host the Cleveland Cavaliers on Wednesday night in an Eastern Conference showdown. These teams have split their 2 head-to-head meetings this season, which were both in Cleveland, with the Heat winning 100-97 as a 4-point dog on January 31st. These teams will meet again this Friday as well. Looking at the betting trends, the Cavaliers are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 road games against a team with a home record above .600 and 8-3 against the spread in their last 11 games following an against the spread loss. The Heat are 2-7 against the spread in their last 9 games against a team with a winning record, 10-25-1 against the spread in their last 36 home games, and 3-11 against the spread in their last 14 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 7-1 in the last 8 meetings in Miami. The Cavaliers are 3-13 against the spread in the last 16 meetings in Miami, and the Cavaliers are 5-13 against the spread in the last 18 meetings overall. The Cavaliers don't have a single player listed on the injury report, while the Heat have ruled out Kyle Lowry again, and they are keeping an eye on Kevin Love, who is questionable. The Cavaliers would have taken plenty of confidence from their comeback overtime win over the Celtics on Monday, so it's no surprise that they've opened as slight road favorites in this one. The Heat are finally starting to get on a roll thanks to some big games from Butler, but they are only 2-7 against the spread in their last 9 games against a team with a winning record. The Miami Heat have won back-to-back games, and they need to keep winning to chip away in the standings, but they've been so inconsistent that I don't trust them, especially against good teams. The Cleveland Cavaliers are far and away more trustworthy, and they win as favorites by an average of 8 points. The betting trends favor the Heat, but the Cavaliers are the form team in this meeting, and I believe that they get the job done on the road again. I need to see more from the Heat before I can back them, so the Cleveland Cavaliers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Cavs are number 1 in the NBA in scoring defense, and the Heat are number 2, but this total is still too low as the offenses have been heating up on both sides. Cleveland has scored at least 109 points in 8 straight games, and Miami has scored at least 108 points in 4 of their last 5 home games. The over is also 7-1 in the previous 8 games played between the Cavs and Heat played in Miami. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.